While the bride walks down the aisle, she receives an unexpected gift from the groom. An emotional moment was lived at the wedding of Kevin Taylor and Kim Didway. They met a few years ago when they had already been amputated from one of his legs and was doomed to the wheelchair. In the year 2000, Kevin Taylor broke his leg and contracted a disease called RSD, reflex sympathetic dystrophy, that affects the nerves of the limbs. After years of monthly hospital visits, doctors had to amputate one of his legs in late 2009, considering his case to be one of the worst they'd ever seen. Kim had never seen him walk, but on his wedding day he had an impressive surprise. Kevin had a secret treatment of his girlfriend so he could stand and walk with prosthesis. When it was time for the wedding, she entered the altar and all the guests stood up. At that time, Kevin did it too, who walked down the hall to where his wife was, who couldn't stand the tears of emotion. The marriage of Americans Kevin Taylor and Kim Didway was marked by a pleasant surprise. Kevin had a health problem 13 years ago and had to amputate a leg, moving into a wheelchair, but went back to the altar, surprising and thrilling the bride. According to a Fox News report, last October, Kevin's life changed when he met Kim Didway. I walked in, he turned around, and had grinned from ear to ear, and it was an instant connection, said Kim Didway. The first time I saw her was love at first sight, Kevin added. What the bride didn't know was that Kevin had physical therapy to learn how to walk and get up on his wedding day. When the pastor said, "Stand up," he also stood. I saw him walk for the first time and almost fell backwards, Kim said. His mother said he endured the pain for years, and his friends said he never complained. And Kevin says with good humor, it could be something much worse. In October 2012, Kevin wanted to surprise his fiancée, Kim Didway, whom he fell in love with from the very first time I saw her, and got up from his wheelchair at the wedding ceremony. He said that it never bothered her that I was in a wheelchair. Kim said, "I don't see the wheelchair. I never saw it. I don't care because the most important is the person he is inwardly, not physically. Your heart makes up for any lack of a leg. He's the most amazing human being I've ever met in my life." She didn't know that Kevin was doing physical therapy and relearning to walk with a prosthetic leg. He wanted to surprise her and got not only her but most of the guests. As soon as the religious officer who was to do the wedding asked everyone to get up with the bride's arrival, Kevin also got up. All planned by Kevin, who said, "I want this to be the best day of Kim's life." And the excitement took over the place as shown in the video. In the video, Kim says, "This was the first time I saw him walk. I almost fell on my back. Nothing could stop him before. Now walking, nothing will stop him from doing anything." Naturally, Kim couldn't believe her eyes. The tears began to flow as she approached, before the two lovebirds embraced in an emotional hug. Kevin had wanted to make their wedding day the most special of their lives, and so he did. Their story is truly a reminder to always live your life to the full, or as Kevin said, live every minute as if it's the last.